Intelligent and cunning, the Nathrazim, or Dreadlords, serve as the tacticians and infiltration specialists of the Burning Legion. During the second invasion of Azeroth, Mal'Ganis was chosen to corrupt Arthas Menethil, the Prince of Lordaeron, and transform him into the Lich King's champion. After causing the prince to purge Stratholme of all life before its inhabitants fell to the Scourge, Mal'Ganis inspired Arthas to take up Frostmourne. In return, Arthas slew Mal'Ganis and took his revenge. Yet the Dreadlord's machinations did not end there. Mal'Ganis is a melee warrior with strong sustainability and adaptable crowd control. His trait, Vampiric Touch, allows the Dreadlord to siphon health during combat. When assaulting enemies, Mal'Ganis will heal for a percentage of the damage dealt. That percentage is significantly increased when applied to enemy heroes. Fellclaws functions as Mal'Ganis' main damage-dealing ability. When triggered, he lunges in the target direction, damaging enemies in his path. Fellclaws can be used up to 3 times in quick succession and stuns enemies on its third swipe. Due to its forward momentum, Fellclaws can be used as an initiation tool or a last-minute escape. Necrotic Embrace serves up a 1-2 punch of AoE damage and survivability. With a burst of shadow magic, Mal'Ganis instantly deals damage to any nearby enemies and gains armor. Combined with Vampiric Touch, Necrotic Embrace can offer a significant burst heal if multiple enemy heroes are hit at the same time. Night Rush offers enhanced mobility combined with dynamic crowd control. After a short channel, Mal'Ganis lifts off the ground and gains increased movement speed. While floating around the battlefield, he will sleep any enemy hero he passes over. Night Rush is particularly useful after a successful third hit from Fellclaws or as a surprise CC from a flanking position. Carrion Swarm is an essential tool for any Dreadlord. After a short cast, Mal'Ganis turns into an invulnerable swarm of bats that deals damage over time. When using Carrion Swarm, the healing from Vampiric Touch increases to 100% of the damage dealt, allowing you to literally drain the life from your enemies. Dark Conversion is Mal'Ganis' second heroic ability. After channeling on an enemy hero, he swaps health percentages with his target over the course of a few seconds. If properly executed, Dark Conversion can save Mal'Ganis from certain death while setting up his opponent for an easy finish.
Weak little mortal.
Mal'Ganis excels when facing enemies on his own terms.
All right, everybody. Good evening and welcome to the second round here in Division C East NGS Season 5 playoffs. We have Gimme the D-Shield going up against the Minion Miners, number 2 v number 3. And as you can tell in the regular season, the D-Shield took the points in this matchup. The Minion Miners now looking for a little bit of vengeance here with a playoff rematch. As we take a quick peek at our bracket, we do see the Coast semifinals here. A square and 4 triangles going up against Axel Esports. That will be on Red Conscript's stream. You can check the schedule for that one. That one is actually going to be tomorrow night. That is actually the same time. Right on. That is also a 6:30 Western, 9:30 Eastern matchup. Moving on to tonight's matchup. The best of 3 series. These are already gone through the coin flip. The choice by Gimme the D-Shield was to take the first pick. And there you see our map bands. D-Shield banning Sky Temple. And Infernal Shrines will not be visited tonight. Very interesting. Rare that you see the shrines banned. However, D-Shield has a very impressive record on this map. And Minion Miners, doing their nice bit of scouting, have removed it. And they will take us to Tomb of the Spider Queen, where just last week we saw them do pretty darn well on this map. And the team game on this map, just a lot of control, a little bit of a bobble with the throw pit, so we'll definitely keep an eye on what's going on there. But hey, man, teams are let's go. We're on our way. Game number 1, the CE's matchup. They'll be on Tomb of the Spider Queen, and unfortunately we're just a little large, so let's do this. Little bit better, huh? Minion Miners on the right side. G the D on the left. They do have first pick. I apologize for the scaling issue. That may happen on 1 or 2 screens. We'll keep an eye on that as we move on through tonight's broadcast. I expect a Kerrigan ban. Cody Krause, you only get 1 shot. Do not miss your chance to. Why don't you just hop in chat and help me out, you son of a bee? Cody Krause, what's happening, dude? Cody's got the opposite side of the bracket. He's over hanging out in C West, is he? Or, Cody, do you have B West? Let me think about this. No, you have C West, brother. I believe I put you, yourself and I think I put Swing over there. No Asmo, no Kerrigan. 2 very strong heroes on what is an incredible map for both of them. They're very simple and easy bans at the top of the draft. So right now the meta leans in favor of supports and bruisers. We'll see how the teams want to prioritize that. And a number of just incredibly strong and powerful supports, along with a few very high priority bruisers. And that has really been where the crux of these drafts have been in the playoffs here. With the supports, you have your choice between Deckard Cain, White Mine. Maybe throw a little bit of Tyrande in there. Of course, you still have the Pocket Alex, who can be played on a number of maps. And she is also removed. That's a target ban against the D-Shield. Genjiro goes first. Advent Blood, what is happening, brother? Don't worry, I am here. I was quaking in my boots, and now it's all better. Well, you let a Genji go through. Picked up first. We'll see what the response is from Minion Miners. Oftentimes against the first pick Genji, you can move into a Gul'dan. This is just a Kael'thas. Obviously, with Jadagon, one of the wave clear mages was going to be prioritized. KT is the pick. On the flip side, that does leave open the possibility for Genji Gul'dan. That's an old school combo. Gul'dan sets him up. And Genji takes the entirety of the team down. Gul'dan not in a fantastic place, but this being Tomb of the Spider Queen, it is really in conjunction with Braxis to hold out his best maps. Elf and a Cow, we got Tyrande and ETC. G to the D, starting us off with a blow-up comp. We'll see how they want to round that off. Minion Miners will have the next set of selections. They will have their choice, if they choose to play, between Deckard Cain and White Mane. There's a Tyrael ban. Another D-Shield target. I see a fantastic pairing with Genji, as well as ETC, too. Not having a cleanse, since a soft cleanse will not stop the interruption of something such as Mosh Pit means sanctification from Tyrael increases in value. I know you guys can't see it, but Dr. Chelly, with a respect call. It takes a lot to get a respect ban on a Tyrael these days, especially when you are in NA. Cody Kress has plans in a half hour. That's fine. Sometimes I just pick people from chat because a couple of things don't work out. And then I'm flying solo. No big deal. Kane ban. Lucio! And a Phoenix. Wesker is a Lucio specialist. I've had a few occasions to take a peek at his DJ. And the skills are there. The other thing that makes the Lucio very... I guess you could just say plausible here, is that you have 3 heroes with shields. Oh boy. Pandemona, thank you for the Twitch Prime subscription. Much appreciated. You, I believe, are my 20th subscriber. And those numbers are a little wonky because it includes myself, but I don't care. I can celebrate me. Okay, the cold is coming. That is Arthas and a Kel'Thuzad. Kel'Thuzad into Johanna is a little odd because when Johanna pops Iron Skin, the target will get pulled towards her instead of vice versa. And that's a Zarya for some burst protection. So we end this draft on what is a bit of an unexpected note. There's a Kel'Thuzad on one side and a Zarya on the other. Kobo against veteran wings. This should be fun. But again, the Lucio with the very weak early game passive healing scaling up into the late game has 4 heroes with shields. That's kind of neat. I never thought about building a Lucio comp that way. And on the flip side, listen, it's a one-shot comp. Give me the D-Shield, absolutely foregoing any and all wave clear. I'm just saying, no, we're going to kill somebody. Very quickly, very efficiently. And then we're going to run all over your cold, dead corpses. Arthas Kel'Thuzad. What a cool last rotation, man. Love to see it. Game number 1. Give me the D-Shield and Minion Miners of the C East Playoffs. Season number 5 here in NGS. We are in round 2. Over on the east side of the Division C bracket. Okay. Running the kill comp. Bashing is going to be on the Arthas. Pandemona, my newest subscriber, on the Tyrande. Hello, love. Dr. Chelly. Going to be playing the ETC Veteran Wings on the Kel'Thuzad and Samwise on the Genjarino. The members of Gimme the D-Shield. And on the flip side, run around with a bunch of shieldy boys. Wesker going to be playing that Lucio Kobo on the Zarya. Sir Mac of Cheese on the Kel'Thas. Cawthon will be playing the Johanna. And Himbibo's actually headed to the off lane with the Phoenix. And that's kind of what the Zarya does. Arthas into Phoenix is a very interesting matchup because Genji will terrorize offlaners. Phoenix should do okay so long as he does not find himself caught in any of Arthas' noise. The barb change at level 1. Johanna moving in, takes the Iron Skin cooldown reduction and immediately eats it. Cawthon's fine though. Wings has got 4 stacks already. And Master of the Cold Dark gets going. There is yet another route. It's up to 8 stacks. The Zarya actually plays into the Kel'Thuzad a little bit because she is a sort of quasi-ranged hero. I don't know. She lives in cigar range, if you will, with that sort of medium attack range. She's very easy to stack on. Late game, once you start getting the unstoppable shield, or maybe you go into Gain Train for the double at level 16, then she'll start to have a lot of success. This is a game with a lot of very odd power spikes. Notable quests all over the place. Cawthon's okay, but again, that's not a good sign. Needing another combo. We see Samwise and the Genji is sharking. Good job by Himibo here. You can see what he's doing. He's not pushing the lane. He'll poke Arthas. He'll clear the minions. 6/6 in gems. You don't want to be losing gems in the off lane. Now the Genji's here. And he does have teleport. Minion miners with a little bit of an XP lead. They are running, you know, the efficient 4-man as D-Shield just sort of lets the Genji roam. They've been keeping ETC top. Not having any wave clear means that Gimme the D-Shield really can't afford to just chase the members of Minion miners around the map. That's why we'll look to see if they get an advantage with the Genji moving on the Phoenix in the offlane. It also should be very easy for Samwise to turn gems in. No one is going to be chasing Genji around. I would like to see him pick up the majority. Specifically for the first turn in. And once the map breaks down, you can sort of reevaluate. Taking another peek in the bottom lane. Nothing really going on there. Level 4 soon to be on the board. We'll flash our talents up. Take a look at our stacks. 9 stacks on Mana Addict ready for Kael'thas. The first kill nearly coming through on Dr. Chelly. Wesker with a little bit of chase on Lucio. $16 grenade stacks for Zarya, opting for the poke. Chains misses. For Lucio, what do we have here? Chase the base. Bigger boots. Wesker actually winds up eating the Glacial Spike. Lucio's not a bad target to eat that on this map. Because of the proliferation of walls, he should get incredible value out of his movement speed. To go with we move together to get the rotation advantage. Oftentimes you do see Accelerando. Wall, right? You know, those sorts of talents that'll increase the single target efficacy of Lucio's trait. But in here on Tomb, you want to play the group game. Kobo stepping up. Now starting to get a little bit more of that energy. There's a 2-man. Veteran Wings jumping right on top of Johanna. I don't believe Iron Skin's available. Calvin looks to get the W. There might be a return kill here. Samwise is on Genji. Himibo comes up, nothing doing. Another set of chains. Wings has to be punished, and Johanna is really not the best tick to do that. You can see when Kel'Thuzad slides up just to get these big combos, there's no fear yet. Samwise with the Swift Strike in to get the interrupt there. Wesker looking to turn in. That's 11 more. Minion miners, despite taking first blood, keep XP even, and they have turned in a larger amount of gems. We do see Bashing get 20 in there. That's a big pickup. Mac and Cheese pokes Arthas. Himibo will interrupt him there. Fight's going on up top. Kobo with the shield. So Mac and Cheese looking for a way in. Wing steps up. Is he done yet? 29. 29 stacks on Master of the Cold Dark. Next hit win. 34-20 in terms of drink count. Level 7, both sides right at the same time. Dr. Shelley in a bit of trouble. ETC slides away. Built for Kel'Thuzad all around chains. There's a Moose by Wings. And that will allow Kobo to turn in. Only 3 gems remaining, and with a Lucio, this should be easy. Genji eats Gravity Labs and a ton of damage. Chelly goes in, has already used his trait, and there's Bashing. Showing up on the Arthas, running it down onto the Kael'thas. There he goes. Fantastic play by Bashing. Arthas does this, and he does this incredibly well. Calton will go down as well. 3 kills. Red Web Weavers, got to say it right, get picked up by Himibo in the bottom lane. But Arthas does his damage. That's a 3/4 of a level lead. A number of important quests done. Great play by Bashing. Cody Graz, I imagine he'll go Sindragosa. No. No. The only time you're allowed to go Sindragosa is if you're picking that talent while you're on a keep. That's about it. Triple tank? Okay, that too. Phoenix under pressure in the bottom lane. Himibo has no shield. There's the flip out. Samwise just barely misses the Swift Strikes. No kill there on Phoenix. Himibo stepping up and challenging here. Has to be careful. Pressure in the top lane. We see 4 members. With the Zarya pressure, remember this is not Feel the Heat Zarya. This is a grenade poke build. There's the combo. Hits 2 members. Zarya as well as Calton. Iron Skin is used by Johanna. Minion Miners trying to catch up in XP. Does not look like they will be able to. The last Web Weaver is up here in the top lane. Pandemona eats a little bit of that. Wesker trying to find a kill, maybe. Dr. Chelly is the target. Oh, Taronda with a big stun on Lucio. Calden got caught in that as well. Johanna is low. Dr. Chelly trying to run away. ETC gets out. Quest completed for Zarya on Grenadier. Actually, to be quite honest with you, I don't know the name of that talent. Level 1. Let's take a peek. Demolitions expert. Ah! Zarya so out of the meta. And she might just be out of this exchange. Great play by Cawthon. Has the Iron Skin. Cawthon interrupted the Swift Strike by Samwise. Otherwise, it's likely that Kobo goes down. Level 10 has been picked up. We got the Fissure. We have Shadow Stalk. Army of the Dead. Himibo and a Frozen Tempest. OBT dubs. Mosh Pit. Genji holds. This is going to be a powerful Webweaver phase for the D-Shield. They're actually moving towards bot lane first. Because they have level 10, they will have largely free clear in whatever lane that they choose to go down. Bobo never asked me to co-cast. I thought you were busy. Just jump in, dude. Like, I'm in the thing. Actually, I did ask you in the caster Discord. You did not respond. The invitation still stands, Snag. Hop in. Don't be a punk. Level 10 picked up. Graviton Surge. So we got Sound Barrier, Blessed Shield, Phoenix. Himibo is holding right now. I expect the salvo, but you could go Planet Cracker and a Grab Surge. Alright. Give me the D-Shield gets free clear on bottom. Minion Miners focus on top. This is a 60% Web Weaver. There's a flank there from Himibo. Dr. Shelley, I think he knows. We see some mac and cheese there. The first to arrive is the Kale Toss. So we'll start with the Phoenix just to get some clear. Wing stepping up has 25 gems. And the first objectives captured by both teams, and give me the D-Shield with those 5 kills now to 0, have opened up a nice little lead. For Minion Miners right now, they need to force a fight somewhere. However, the issue for them is that they're now going to have to deal with a bottom lane that is pushed back. Cawthon steps up on the Johanna. Give me the D-Shield is giving this up. In fact, I don't think anybody saw that. They step back for their Bruiser camp as 4. ETC in the top lane. There's a quick turn in of 52 gems coming through. You get a good idea how the series is going to go just based on little exchanges like this. There is a level lead. Minion Miners want the fight. Give me the D-Shield, though, is 5-0. Kobo's stepping up now. Could be in trouble. Takes the Howling Blast. Veteran Wings is there. There's the chains. We see the Glacial Spike come out, and Graviton Surge on top of it. Zarya goes down to the Swift Strike despite... Oh, boy. There's a 3-man Mosh Pit. Shadow Fissure coming through. There's the X Strike. Genji gets 2 more kills. Kael'thas goes down. And we're going to talk for a minute about what happened to Zarya there. Where's that talent? There we go. Strip shields on Kel'Thuzad. Just utterly destroyed Zarya. So you see when Sound Barrier comes through, Kobo receives the shield from Lucio, but the strip shields from Veteran Wings removes that one strip strike from Le Genji. And that's a number of kills. Delay there as Bashing collects the next turn in. Boss picked up as well. This is a keep play. All together. A little bit of aggression. You've got a Webweaver spawning along with a boss in level 13 advantage. Let's get our talent up on the board as well. Snag, it was in the caster Discord, not the caster private chat. Shadow Fissure coming through, some mac and cheese in a bit of trouble. And that's the first turnaround kill. Genji does not complete the kill. Dr. Shelley slides in. The Phoenix is there still protecting. I think Cawthon does have Iron Skin. Tornado from boss proves a little difficult for Kobo to navigate. There's another set of chains. The root does not connect. Bashing has stepped up. Sound Barrier comes through. Everybody has the shield. Bashing's there with Army of the Dead. Veteran Wings on the backside. Staying to the safe side of the fort, which will go down temporarily. AFK push in the other 2 lanes, but only mid is getting pressure. A big wave in bottom lane eliminated that Webweaver. Cawthon goes down to a late power slide from Dr. Shelley, so 1 kill is picked up by Gimme the D-Shield, and they still have a half-health boss. Very low amounts of clear, especially with the members of Minion Miners having to dodge all of these chains. Should be bottom wall. Mid-fort will go down. You can see that Getting tickled. Finally, the web weaver is cleaned up, but the boss will claim most of top wall. So Mac and Cheese does have Phoenix. I want to see if they can get into the free wall. Without 13, where's the engage coming through? There's Phoenix. Coffin steps up on Johanna. DC looks safe. Bit of chase here. Not much doing. In the bottom lane, Samwise will start to work on the giant camp. 73. More gems are available for the members of the D-Shield, and Bashing has turned in 34 of them. Snaggy ass Linehouse. No, it's up there, dude. I'm going to quote it after the game. Arthas! There's a two-man Howling Blast. Arthas has stepped well up. Coffin has put pressure on there. Dr. Shelley will eat the Purification Salvo, but does manage to get the ETC Mosh Pit off. Lucio was caught in the middle of that. He goes down. Bashing is safe with low hit points. Hemiboat jumps away. Coffin low. Zarya goes down as well. Johanna just makes it out. Blue gets another spawn. D-Shield with their third objective. They have just bossed this game. Post first OBJ. Bruiser camp in the middle will take care of that Web Weaver, but the first keep is going to be under threat from the members of Gimme the D-Shield. Phoenix to try and defend. Good step up from Dr. Shelley. Bashing at the front. Was probably prepared to die. Didn't go down. Artis ETC combo. Very effective at running it down. Especially in choke points where you can't escape Arthas. It's just a great setup for the cow. D-Shield moving up for core. They have 16-13 advantage. No Mosh. Only cooldown available right now is Shadow Fisher. They need to get rid of this shield and protect those giants best they can. They need the extra CD damage from the minion. Or they can just try to find a kill. Zarya with the Graviton Surge just trying to answer that Shadow Fisher play. Tyrande goes down. Cawthon is low on Johanna. Dr. Chelly in a bit of trouble. Chains actually misses. Wings almost had a kill. Will die for this for sure. Shield does not go down on core. Cawthon keeps stepping up. 3 seconds for Himibo on Purification Salvo, but he's way far away. Cawthon actually does wind up going down to Genji. There's the Salvo. Kobo in trouble. Uses the shield to deflect most of X-Strike. Wesker's alright. Himibo trying to buy a kill to not go down to ETC. Johanna did get traded out there. 2-4-1. Keeping the top lane went down, so Rack of G's had to clean that boy up. And now, Gimme the D-Shield has finally run out of gems. Yet to really run out of heroes. Himibo just gets that turn in. Sneaky devil. Normally not having gems would be a problem. But Gimme the D-Shield is up 13-3 in terms of kills. So that looks like their win condition. Dr. Chelly posting up in mid lane does have the Pit of Mosh and goes ahead and uses it, but Gravity Lapse comes through. Great play by Smack and Cheese. There is the combo, but Zarya Kobo with the unstoppable shield is alright. Sound barrier, now the run it down going the opposite way. Kobo at the front. Wesker trying to find a target. Chains misses. Himibo there as well. A lot of AoE damage. No kills. Great Gravity Lapse. Kel'Thas stopping the Mosh Pit from right at any chance to get going. I thought Kobo was going down to the Root Fisher combo. Could be going down here. And Kel'Thas is gone. That was Kel'Thas, not Kobo. Cawthon has to use Iron Skin. That should be the end of Johanna. It is a long way back. Kobo is just trying to distract Arthas here. Wesker dodging the power slide will get Himibo away. Oh, it feels good to have Arthas in the meta. Samwise is there. Kobo with some jukes. Lunar Flare finishes Mother Russia off. Wings. Didn't think he could hit the root on a Phoenix Lucio. Finally, this Web Weaver phase is about to get cleaned up by Arthas. Surprised. Minions stack their huge advantage. For minion miners, usually when you have catapults pushing down a lane, they just delete out the objective. Wings again stepping up. Need a couple of shots. There's some Mac of Cheese. Shadow Stalk coming through. Coffin. Blessed Shield actually backs up now. Not having another great hard engage hero has allowed Wings to fire chains off with aplomb. Kel'Thuzad, excuse me, has obliged. With 86,000 damage. Maybe the D-Shield now has a turn-in. They will temporarily have level 20. Minion Miners with a really savvy play here. Why not? They're going to get found out. They don't have a great amount of burn. They'll get most of this done. Cawthon is posting up here. Zarya just trying to eat the shots. Johanna's at the front. This is a throw pit at about half. There's the Phoenix. Pandemona is in deep with Tyrande and has left the game. What's happening here? Mana Addict goes off. There's the Genji coming in looking for the kill. Absorbed by Kobo. There's a couple more kills get traded out. 3 for 3. It's just Johanna and Lucio. Lucio does go down. Cawthon is standing on the point. Without level 20, that will do it. Okay. So, Pandemona, DC'd. Walking on into the boss pit. Goes down. Eventually, the 5-man kill comes through. Give me the D-Shield when we come back. We'll finish this game off. They have a boss, 3 web weavers, and no members of Minion Miners are available for 50 seconds at most. 55 on Johanna. Phoenix will be back in 34. I actually got to take a minute here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go find Snag. The message that I posted. Trying to find this. Okay. So Pandemona having a bit of trouble. Bobo calling out Snag. Game crashed. Okay, so Pandemona is back. We'll get this game going. Okay, teams are R. Let's head back to our in-game. Zoot. Fire up everything. Okay. How the hell do you pronounce Shelly? He actually told us on the podcast. Shelly. 3, 2, 1. Game back. Messing with the cat. Dr. Shelly. 21-6 in terms of kills. This will go down very soon. Minion Miners for game number 2. This is Zarya. I like the idea, though. The problem is that when you go up against a Kel'Thuzad, you need to be able to engage in a multitude of ways. More than just Johanna. And Zarya doesn't bring engagement there outside of Graviton Surge, but that's a fairly easy ability to dodge. Or, I mean, yeah, a lot of characters can actually even just move out of the darn thing. Let's go ahead and get our swords up on the board. Give me the D-Shield goes up on nothing. We'll head on to game number 2 shortly. Take a look at our talents here. An interesting Kel'Thuzad build. Like I said, the strip shields at level 4 is the big pickup. That's just a big, you know, sort of stick it to Zarya. It was worth 1 kill very early in the game. Minion Miners have chosen the next map. We'll get that set up soon. Okay. Where's my obs? There's my obs. Okay. Absolutely 2. featuring Weenus Tech, our winner for game number 1. What does Gimme the D show? Oh. Oh.
Peekaboo.
Hey, got him. I saw you log in, man. What's happening?
What's up?
Young Snag joining the cast.
I gotta catch up though. I gotta catch up for this 2 minutes to see the end of this game.
Yeah, well, you got the pause there, right, brother?
Yep, right now. Just got undone. I'm sitting there going like, why'd they pause? I mean, they already won the game with the boss.
Yes, we actually could have just let it go. But, yeah, I mean, you never know. Like, that's always kind of the weird thing. What did you think of game number 1 with Wings on that Kill Thuzid?
I mean, I'll say he was pretty much uncontested of being able to throw out combos like willy-nilly.
Yeah.
It's just Kel'Thuzad chains with ETC slide, power slide, and Genji. Pretty easy.
Mm-hmm. And I
Well,
talked
pretty easy, but it's very well done.
And again, we talked a little bit about it at the end of game number 1. The big issue is that for Minion miners, they didn't have any way to engage hard on the Kel'Thuzad.
Yeah, having the other Zarya there, all they could do was poke it from afar and hope that their Joanna can just walk up to him with the shield.
Yeah. And Johanna's, listen, she's just not a great tank for that kind of engagement. All right, game number 2. We are headed to Battlefield of Eternity. And this was not blue pick, red pick. Thank you, Weenus Tech, for helping me out. Let's get these teams in lobby.
So by Minion miners then?
Yes. All right, Yushi.
Who picked first map?
Minion miners did, actually. They took us to Tomb, where they had success, actually, last week.
Are you sure it was Tomb? I don't know. I thought it was a different map.
Was it Haunted Mines? Did we go to Mines?
What are you talking? What?
I love a good Haunted Mines game. It was Tomb.
Braxis. Was it Braxis?
No, it was on Tomb, you dingus.
What was the map that we just played?
Tomb. Oh, you're killing me. Oh, got another ding. In fact, let's take a hot minute, throw a couple of shoutouts out there. What do we got tonight? Super Cracker, thank you for the follow. Again, Pandemona, thank you for the Prime subscription, much appreciated. And a Nutster91, thank you for the follow. InfoFox making an appearance in chat. Always good to have a fox in the house. Pandemona bashing, okay. Let's see. Looks like everything's looking good there. Right on. Almost have everybody in the lobby. Once again, game number 2 going to be played on Battlefield of Eternity. Chat, actually, let me know what you think of this screen right here. I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, nice new Weenus Tech, as he keeps saying. The
I
one and only.
Love this. I love that. I know people that can do cool stuff like this.
What you should do is you should just do a little test of show and just click the different maps of how we can change it to a pick ban and all that stuff and on the map.
I've got like my own...
you're using your own. Yeah.
Yeah, I got this cool thing. So I don't know. I just kind of ate the HGC style a little bit. I just want to see if I like it long term and if I can
the
add
pick map winner. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious. All right, Minion Miner is ready. We'll see if Pandemona and crew are set as well.
So what were these teams' rankings? I believe
2 and 3.
The D Shield is 2.
Yes. Chasing, what is it, off-brand cereal? Or no, it is, who's at the top? Square and 4 triangles.
Right, they're number 1. Yeah.
Yes. That's going to be, I mean, C East has got a lot of really, really good teams. I think we'll get some really good play at the, as we get into the Coast Finals and Grand Finals. For sure. Okay, they're ready. Let's get back on up to these actual slides. Battlefield of Eternity. Everything looks good. They picked. Cool. No Boboisms tonight. Maybe we can avoid things. I don't know.
It's okay. Now you get the snagisms. Snagisms? Yeah.
The Snaganigans?
Yes. There you go. All right. Battlefield of Eternity.
First bands in game number 1. In order, starting with Gimme the D Shield, it was Asmo, Kerrigan. What was after that?
Come on, memory.
Because there's an Alex Straza in there, which was kind of weird.
You gotta catch it up quick before they start picking.
It must have been a Dibbles. Had to be a Dibbles. Everybody bans Dibbles out, right?
I'm very surprised by that. I don't think he's like He's one of the better tanks, but he's not.
He's the.
Oh my god, he's not gonna be like cancer.
Okay, so I have to update my tier list because I got to bump Muradin down. I had Muradin up at the top tier for a while. And he's not like doing worse. He's just not as good as Diablo. Diablo is honestly, I think he's the only tank you can pick with your like first rotation, and he fit and right, and he just fits. Like whatever you do with whatever you do, it's a Diablo. So right now,
there's definitely a meta there with Joanna being picked a lot in the early rotation, just because it was after like that tank change, and everybody kind of didn't know where things were sitting. But Diablo came back.
But it's just like you can counter Johanna with like these double poke comps. She just struggles to engage really hard into them. You can counter Muradin, you know, just by kind of splitting his attention and whatnot. And Garrosh, like the same thing. There are Garrosh hard counters. The only way to kill Diablo is like, or run like a Greymane Cursed Bullet. And if you've only really got like that and maybe like an off Malthea, like he's the best tank. Even then, you're not super afraid of running Dibbles into those comps because you can back them up with, with certain pickups that are going to really, negate that kind of stuff out.
But as we've been talking, the ban's been going on. Immediately getting rid of the Hanzo. Pretty stable for this map. And like you said before, Diablo ban and a Kerrigan. But I'm surprised by the Alex Straza ban.
Targeted.
Was it targeted?
Yeah. Dan, you should explain it. These teams actually, the one thing you do find when you get to like, honestly, BC and D-Divs is that a lot of these support players just have like one pick that they just love.
That's true.
They're really good at it. And if you can find that pick, it works out. They actually take the Tyrande instead of the Genji. I thought Genji
worked out for them last game.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised, but
and Tyrande on Battlefield, you get Mark on that Immortal. It doesn't matter. You're pretty much gonna win the burn at this time, especially with Hanzo off the table.
True. But does Genji kill Tyrande? In whatever comp you might have having.
Genji does not. Tyrande solos everybody, man.
I remember she used to do that like you get to 16 before the rework, and I remember like she just beat like my Greymane and like, wait, what the hell is this happening here? Because you just never saw it.
Yeah, her auto attack damage, especially now with the extra heals that she has, she's a 1v1er.
Ming and Lucio Westgrove back on the DJ.
I feel like a lot of teams underrate Li Ming on this map. I love her on this map. The amount of poke that she gets, like especially if you ever are winning the race, then her ability to just poke on the Immortal is so free. It's free damage. And if you're defending, it's like there's so many choke points. Like I'm gonna just chuck an orb down this alleyway. I'll hit somebody. But it does not feel good to go against a Genji.
Minion miners keep letting it through. This is another ETC for Dr. Shelley. I mean, this is the exact same draft they just ran.
So far. Are they going to see a ban on Kel'Thuzad? Maybe? I don't know. Just go for another team fight game? At this point, really, anybody can combo with D-Shield. So it'll be tough to really see what they ban.
They get rid of the Grey Mundo.
One of those racers.
I'm not going to lie. I actually think, and I don't know if they play it. I think they're responsive for Minion miners, and it's going to sound weird. I think it's Hammer.
I could see that. Li Ming's really good with Hammer because it just keeps both people. You have this death circle around you that if you're coming this radius, we're gonna chunk you down.
Yeah.
I think ETC is really bad into Hammer.
I think if you hold the Hammer pick, and if you get whatever the offlaner is, like you take Urel here just for the the extra protection.
Yeah.
I just don't know if they run it. It's very difficult given this one shot comp to be like to be thinking about what are we gonna mix in with Li Ming?
Even if they have to be thinking about it too.
Wow,
ooh, that's a lot of squish for that Genji. You're feeding into that Genji pretty hard.
This is a bold move here by Wesker and company.
It is.
The Blazer.
They'll have bunker at least. That's somewhat good.
I think they're gonna grab the Garrosh too as well.
Try to go for the taunts.
Garrosh.
Appeal for that backline.
Yeah, I mean,
especially with Greymane banned out.
I think a Nubarak also could come into play here, depending on what the last pick is for the D Shield.
I think Thrall. I like Thrall for D Shield. Poking on that backline, and if she's able to get on top of him, that's another follow up for the ETC.
Already for the race.
Yeah, Artanis kind of does the same thing, I guess.
I'm guessing that's going to be wings on the Alarak, and I'm guessing what we're going to get is another counter-engaged hero just walking up and shredding people. We'll see how this winds up.
They are very susceptible to poke here. I mean, pretty much the only anti-poke that D-Shield has is getting an Artanis swap. Lucio can boop anybody away, can speed his team away. So far, I like Minion's draft a little bit better, just because of the Alarak.
There's a Meridian. You get a lot of durability on the front line.
Yeah, I actually would have, like you said earlier, I think Garrosh would have been really good here, especially seeing the Alarak and the Artanis now.
Yeah.
Just more heal for that back line.
But
Just throw them away.
Maybe. Then you're at the mercy of Alarak. It gets very weird. Because that, like, the last two picks here between the Artanis and the Alarak, again, just kind of sort of like, those are two heroes that don't really synergize very well, but what they do is they just win 1v1s. So if they can create any kind of space and start to separate, particularly the Vala or the Li Ming, they're going down. It's just a tough
I feel like that's going to be true for any comp, really. If you have anybody there, if they get separated on those two backline or squishy people, they're going to go down with any type of bruiser. But Garrosh is going to be one of the ones that more consistently will be able to peel because he has that free point and click throwaway bunker. I don't know. But they're going to see how that goes with the Muradin.
This is going to be neat. Blaze, Muradin, and Lucio trying to protect Vala and Li Ming. Should be a good time. All right. 4, and give me the D-Shield. Looking to close this series out in 2 games. Samwise, once again on the Genji. Pandamoto be playing the Tyrande, bashing on Artanis. Wings will be playing the Alarak, and Dr. Shelley on the ETC.
On the right-hand side, the red team. Minion Miners trying to stay in the playoffs. We got Cawthon on the Muradin, Himibo on the Vala, Sir Maca Cheese, that's good, on the Li Ming, Wesgra on the Lucio, and Kobo on the Blaze. Ooh, I got into lag. Okay.
Hungering Arrow build for Vala. See if there's any changes. Interested to see what the... Oh, it's a shield pickup for Blaze at level 1.
I'm always torn on... The one thing about Li Ming, as much as I like having Li Ming on this map, I'm always torn about the level 1, because Power Hungry is one of those talents, like, you have the ability to really kill somebody, but once you get into those long, drawn-out fights that a lot of times happens on BoE, you're so out of mana, and there's no way to get orbs in that middle lane.
You know what? It's player comfort.
Yeah.
Because
like one time.
Yeah, I've never had... I honestly, I only pick Power Hungry because I just feel like I don't get a lot of value out of the other talent. But I definitely see where you're going with it. BoE is such
Astral
a
presence.
Astral Presence. It's such an odd map. Oh, I thought Dr. Shelley might have been looking to step up on the Muradin there. It's the same kind of thing with ETC. Like, this isn't a great prog rock map, but we do see it picked up. Cawthon actually avoided the stun, the silence, but actually eats the stun on the Lunar Flare, and there's a first kill on Muradin.
Yeah, the ETC slide. Prepping for that Lunar Flare. Especially on a Muradin, that's a hard person to kill.
He's just kind of hanging around for a little while. It's tough for Lucio in the early game. I mean, he's going to struggle to handle this kind of burst anyway. But especially in the early game, where Lucio's heals... Honestly, you're almost better off just running movement speed for, like, 90% of the time.
And I actually kind of like this Genji took Agile Dismount to get that long-range jump on somebody. That way, another way to get into that backliner. I actually really like that pick for the team comp that they're going against. Basically, just run right past the Muradin and Blaze.
It's going to be very tough for them to hit Genji with their CC. There's a swap, actually, and Kobo eats 4 tower shots. Pops the shield on Blaze. There's the trait.
Yeah, I've been watching him. Kobo's been pretty aggressive on bashing side of the lane. Basically, leaving himself susceptible to a lot of those swaps. That's actually the first time it's happened. But you see the damage that it did. It's basically have to give way to that lane now.
ETC was low. Wing steps up on Vala. That could be the end. Samwise there on the Genji hunting. Great Stormbolt from Cawthon. Genji with the deflect, nothing doing. Nice body block by Cawthon.
So one of these parts where if you don't have a good, like, if you don't start really punishing a lane somewhere, pretty much we're not going to see anybody take any mercs for a while. But we're going to, with the Immortal spawning, we're probably going to see who and when they're going to peel off to take these shamans.
I think it would certainly benefit the members of Minion Miners, as they actually have to clear between Vala and Blaze. There's another low clear, low PvE comp. Really, with the exception of Artanis.
Yeah, just getting that amateur opponent value.
You can see how
they have the faster rotation.
I mean, look how quickly, in comparison to Minion Miners, clean this up. This was started maybe 20 seconds ago.
Yeah, that should take both teams quite a long time to take this, but they both got capped at the exact same time.
All right, we'll watch the race here.
Unfortunately, yeah, D-Shield started on that Immortal way faster.
Pandemona took a long time to get up there with Tyrande, so the Hunter's Mark could not have, was not available. And you can see, like, that gap was huge. That started off maybe 65 to 100 and almost got closed. I'm interested to see what Minion Miners do here. They might be able to just win this race if they send their tanks in. Kalton goes in, hits the stun on Genji. Vala and Li Ming are poking. Now they're going to lose this out. Took a little bit too long for them to try to get that quick engage, I think. It's a silence.
Yeah, so we're going to come down to they need to be trying to peel Artanis as much as possible. Keep his auto attacks off the Immortal. But even with that, I mean, yeah, this Force Immortal went to D-Shield, but how much they caught up with just those two Assassins. Once Vala comes online with level 7, I feel like this is going to go really quickly to Minion Miners with that same mentality.
Samwise is going to soak in the bottom lane against Kobo. Genji goes down there. Bashing was cleaning up top. More wall damage in the bottom lane. And this is some... Okay. A little bit of anti-push, if you will. Kobo could be in trouble here. Sneaks across the wall.
Yeah, I think D-Shield realizes that with how much clear Minion Miners has over them, that they're not going to really get any value with that push, which was a smart choice in my opinion.
You
Make
can
sure they can get some value elsewhere.
Yeah, if you can pick up, you know, maybe... Well, I mean, that Immortal went up so fast. I was going to say, if you could pick up, like, 3 towers, it's better than just sort of getting stalemated up top with 4.
Exactly.
They get the bottom wall out of the way.
But Vala's really going to be looking to start stacking up her Q quest. Otherwise, it's going to be not going to be as powerful until she gets that up to that 20 stack. Getting that extra bounce. Especially then, she'll even have more race. I mean, there's definitely more scaling as, on the side of Minion Miners.
So
they keep Alarak under control.
Yes, they're in a little bit of an odd spot. And this is one of those adaptations, like, you want to talk about sort of after the game. This is like a young team kind of learning. When you go up against teams that don't have a lot of wave clear, such as Gimme the D-Shield, sometimes you can put pressure on different parts of the map. So we saw at the end of that exchange, Vala was up top, and she switched with Blaze. If you leave Vala up top with Blaze, this camp is yours. And now we've got Kobo and Bastion just going at it.
And there's a full man run.
I mean, look at this
nice
sprint.
dismount from Rezga. This is perfect. Exactly what they needed.
Kalton's going to get there first with a jump. There's the jet propulsion, the follow-up. Got to
don't
watch out for
group up.
wings. 2. Blaze is low. Genji goes in. Doesn't get the reset. Bashing on the point is dead first. Dr. Chelly with a big power slide. Genji goes down. That's the second kill. Minion Miners with an opportunity here. The flare delaying the kill potential from Li Ming. Kalton goes in yet again. There's a 3-man hit from wings. That's a quest ding.
That's a scaling you did not want to see this early.
A little bit of a window for Minion Miners, though. Finally, they get in a lead in this series.
And they're going to have the faster rotation to this Immortal. And this is where we're really going to see this Li Ming and Vala just start burning down this Immortal much faster.
4 stacks on the arrow. I'm going to keep an eye on this. Look, I mean, look at this get burned. It takes so long. Artanis has really good race, but it's not good enough to be a primary racer against Vala and...
Yeah, not with only the Genji. So we're probably going to be seeing D-Shield be pretty aggro here, trying to get some swaps. Genji getting that back line.
This is a great spawn.
This is where Li Ming shines. This is where Li Ming just sits on the back, just chucks spells nonstop.
Oh. Good job by Mac and Cheese. Himibo moves up, and ETC is way out. It's chunked down. Actually, he eats all 3 missiles.
This is exactly where Minion wants to be. As long as nobody gets Alarak comboed or nobody gets Artanis comboed, there's no way they lose this.
Kalton just kind of snuck his way in between 2 stuns from the Immortals there. That's a huge play. This objective is going over to the Minion Miners. Artanis was just trying to delay the shield. There's another 3-man stun. Val is in big trouble, but Wesker gets everybody out from the Lunar Flare. Here's the chase down from Samwise, who thinks the better of it. As he deflects an orb from Sir Mac and Cheese. That's the second 3-man silence from Wings.
Yeah, great disengage there with the Lucio. Trying to, like, capitalizing on that little bit of delay from that Tyrande stun. After the ETC slide, being
4-man
able
push,
to
ETC in trouble. Or Kalton with the stun. Immortal's got a weird little zoning spot on ETC here. Could go down, but it's tough for Vala to move in. Amiibo does get the kill on Alarak. The reset for Li Ming. Can't pick up the kill on ETC. But Minion Miners now, 3/4 of a level away from level 10. Could pick it up with a fort here.
And they have this backline poke, because if there's no way for D-Shield to really get on that backline, it seems like. I mean, Alarak's gotten some really good combos, and they're going to keep looking for this nice slide from Chelly to peel for Samwise.
There's the stun. Got it.
And they get the fort with the Immortal.
And
Just
Wesker
jumping past there.
Wesker with this great peel on this Lucio.
Ooh, nice big swap on top lane with bashing. He's hitting those swaps where it matters on his solo lane. Nobody's looking though.
Big silence. Snag looks like a totally different team here from Minion Miners in game number 2.
Yeah, this draft has really worked out for him on this map.
Go for the bottom camp there. I mean, a little bit of luck. It took a little bit of throw pit, if you will, in the top lane.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I think that's all it takes sometimes. I mean, I'll give it to him. He's hitting those 3-man silence combos like it's his job, but unfortunately, they haven't been able to capitalize on it as much as they would like. Unless they get a rotation onto Artanis, but he's going to jump away.
There are towers, no gate. Gotta watch out for the delayed swap here from bashing. Alright, nothing bad. Sometimes
Now, while everybody's doing their PvE thing, we can see Vala's sitting at 19,000, not too far behind by the Li Ming at 17, and the highest of the other team is that Alarak at 16 doing those combos. Veteran was trying to be aggressive with her 10s.
Speaking of combos, level 10, we've got a stage dive.
They just want to get on that backline. That's the only way they can win this game.
Yeah, another Shadow Stalk. Bunker, Rain of Vengeance, Wave of Force. Everything is pretty standard here. We get the Suppression Pulse as well from Artanis. Not sure how I feel about that one. It's kind of either way. I guess if you don't have Mosh Pit,
yeah.
do you need the laser?
Yeah, I mean, Vala still does a lot of auto attack damage, even if she doesn't go auto attack build. Muradin and Lucio both do considerable damage. It's probably saving more health than the laser would be doing to them.
Not quite a true BOE build for Li Ming. Talk to me about this build here, because it's missing that level 7.
It's a team fight. I mean, Li Ming with the Vala will have enough race. I think Calamity was still the right pick here for Li Ming, just because they're going to be on top of her nonstop, and it's one way to help get resets, especially against a Genji.
All right. Yet again, the clear...
I mean, unless you're really... I mean, they do have 2 stuns with the Muradin Blaze, but...
Gimme just needs to stay up here, and Vala wins. Yet again, the clear plaguing the members of Gimme the D-Shield. It just took them too long to get that camp. Even though they do pick it up for free and it'll get some good push, it just forces them to be late to the Immortal phase.
Again, another situation where they have the race, so their poke is going to be infinitely better. Until we see a big engagement with maybe the ETC slide, but Kobo sitting in the back. A nice pullback onto Blaze.
I don't think he has enough time to get Bunker off. He does!
Oh my god!
I
but
think he's still dead. But do we get a counter engage here? There's the Rain of Vengeance. Samwise goes in. Himibo's on the side there. Artanis is near Vala. There's the stage dive. Wesker gets everybody out. Dr. Shelley didn't hit anyone. That's an Avatar Muradin who goes down.
Yeah, I mean, that little bit of rotation mishap from that Blaze getting caught out by both Chelly and the Tyrande. And then, I mean, the Alarak, once again, he's been hitting these combos.
Ming gone. Hemi low mana.
I think I'd be scared of whatever hero a veteran plays.
Picking on him a little bit here. It's a little mean. Double silence.
Hitting him from the other side of the wall. Doesn't even see him.
Still haven't even started to finish off this Immortal, and I don't know, that's kind of odd. Artanis is working on it.
Still takes a while. I mean,
they're trading top
Miners
forward.
Miners can still come back into this and race this Immortal. They have so much faster race.
DBOntego, thank you for the bit, sir. Much appreciated. Muradin is in deep there. Actually gets silenced. There's a Jet Propulsion follow-up. Lunar Flare comes out. Coffin trying to find the reset on his trait. Dr. Shelley could be in trouble if Ming gets the combo going. There it is. Sir Mac and Cheese is on the side. Minion Miners are behind in race. Let's see if they can figure out how to get a fight in. They're going to get Pandemona out of this. Maybe. Weskra.
But they're just going for the race. I like this call. No, don't chase. Just finish off the race. Make sure you get this Immortal, and that way you can start snowballing a little bit more, and they get it by 1,300.
Wow. Himibo and Sir Mac and Cheese hanging out. And Weskra doing that Lucio thing. Lucio chase down kills are the most fun with that hero. That you can have with that hero. It's just awesome. You just chase a Tyrande. It takes, I don't know, it takes about a half hour to find the kill, but you know he's going to get it. Bashing in trouble there. Minion Miners actually wind up, losing 3 members over a bit of a miscommunication there. They still pick up some more.
The only downside of having that team fight comp versus that race comp is that you really got to get those kills. It's going to be more powerful late game. So yes, they've lost these first 2, or at least the middle 2 Punishers, but if this happens again in the next Punisher phase, they can end with it if they get a team wipe like they did earlier.
Swap attempt. Wow. I actually thought that hit him. There's the Jet Propulsion coming out on ETC. Lunar Flare to break that up. Wesker trying to keep everybody alive. There's another big silence. No
Bunker going
wall.
out. This is what D-Shield wants. They want to be able to just jump on these backliners.
So look at Wesker just escorting Himibo around. They might be able to find a counter kill here.
Nice stun.
Lucio
One for
goes
one
down.
trade.
Genji goes down. Vala,
Just
ETC out.
love that.
Kobo trying to get the chase on Pandemona.
Don't run into wings though. He's just gonna insta-kill one person.
Oh, Cawthon jumps in. Actually, Cawthon did not get silenced. Wow.
Barely on the other side of that little triangle.
And half a keep.
I think that's a value for minion miners.
I mean, listen,
Pretty
when you
easy value.
listen, when you run into a buzzsaw of a Kel'Thuzad out of the first game, being up 8-6, being right on the doorstep of 16, almost getting a keep, pretty good game for them.
Nope. Again, both teams. After that little squabble, they just kind of retreat down to their PvE game. Arcanus and trying to go into taking their mercs. Probably see both teams rotate to their shamans eventually.
Despite having, you know, both of these comps are actually really good kill comps, to be honest with you. Like, no one has made any moves in the laning phase. It's all just been about, all right, let's get to the objective. Let's, you know, run it down 5v5.
Yeah, I mean, minions don't want to fight outside of the objective. They want to be able to, they want to be on that immortal. That way they're pushing into them and taking all this free poke. Whereas D-Shield want to fight anytime there's not an objective going on.
So with Vala,
that's because the most time where they can get flanks.
And with Vala being done with the Q quest, hello.
Words.
They're difficult sometimes. I mean, that race spikes hard. 16 is, I want to say, 5 or 6 waves away.
Yeah, this is the one time minion miners do want to look for the fight. They won't want to give D-Shield that free opportunity on that top fort. I mean, yeah, they're basically trading a half health immortal, but I think they get 6. No, I guess how fast they get it. D-Shield's not even gonna get 16.
I mean, this is a fort for what you assume will be a keep off of the immortal. Again, this is the problem. They just finished it. They have no siege.
And
they
still
have
have
no
16.
clear. Yeah. They'll pick it up, but this is good positioning here.
It's
for Kobo
trickle.
and
They don't even get it for this fight. But do they fight anyways? Looks like they want to.
Kobo has bunker. Eats the silence. Is still doing pretty good. Bashing actually gets a flip, but it's Wesker. That's no big deal. Cawthon pops the avatar
Put them
in
into
there.
safety, actually.
Jet propulsion does connect. There's a Shadow Stalk to answer. Himibo stepping up on the Vala could find a kill. Samwise has used deflect. Here's the step up from Wings. Himibo actually gets the shield. The bunker's there as well. Sir Mecha Cheese is living. There's traded out. Vala goes for Genji. Cawthon and Kobo still have a bunker there for a couple more seconds. Wings is at full health. Wesker trying to chase him away. There's the Lunar Flare. Connects on nobody. 1 for 1 and a full shield immortal is about to run it down bottom.
And you still have this long-range sieger of a Li Ming to just throw spells at this wall. I think this should still be a keep.
Oh, I actually hit the tip of it.
Dude, this Wings, man, he's so scary.
But he's only at 113 on the sadism. I think
He
that,
has-
like, that
he has
early
died
kill.
once, but-
I know that if he doesn't pick up that early kill, what's he at? Like a 135-ish?
Yeah.
Oh, the immortal stun. MVP.
Getting value.
Cawthon with the double stormboat. Kobo with the follow-up there on the jet propulsion. Minion stun is out. The counter-strike bashing is low, but ETC goes down. The reset's coming through for Li Ming. There's 1 and 2 for Sir Mac of Cheese.
If they lose one more person here, this is core. It might still be core, actually.
Vala's coming.
Yeah,
She's
with
on
the
the
Vala
way.
coming up.
Yeah, she's gonna get here right probably when the shield starts to go down. I think she'll be here with about 15 seconds to go on both ETC and Artanus with no front line. Cawthon steps up. Kobo's there. They need to just go for the Alarak if anything else. Jet
Nice
propulsion. Shadow Stalk. There's the body from Cawthon. Sound barrier
Barely keeping
comes
him alive.
through. And Sir Mac of Cheese is just on core. Samwise is there. This is at 30%. It's just getting melted.
Vala joined the fight only to die.
Deleted.
But I think it was value for the win.
It was emotional support by Himibo there.
It was.
Team, you did a good job. I'm just here. I'm just getting everybody congratulations. I'm going to check out, and I'll see you for game number 3 as the Minion Miners pick up a win here against Gimme the D-Shield.
That was well played out for their draft of taking, basically just taking the poke. They lost the first immortal, but they didn't threat too much.
Yes.
Regained their composure after the Alarak finishing up his combo at 3 minutes in the game, and taking those fights pretty well.
That was just a good video game. I thought there was an opportunity for Gimme the D-Shield to come back there, but we talked about it. They just had no race. They had no clear. They were relying on a level 10 snowball, which could have been there if not for an awkward throw pit over top Khazra camp.
Yep. Yeah, even if they traded most fights, they traded even. It was 2 for 2, 1 for 1, 3 for 3. But even if they did trade favorably, I don't think they would have had that much siege potential, honestly.
No. Shoutouts to Wesgra on the Lucio and Kobo on the Blaze. Did get caught out once, but the bunkers were huge.
Yeah. Yeah, the sound barriers for Red Skull were so clutch a lot of times. Even though they died, like a couple times they died right afterwards, but being at that very thin window where you're able to save somebody, I mean, they were on point.
All right. We do have our map selection for the next game. We're headed to one of my favorite maps. This is a
Braxis?
No. Oh, God. Really? Did you just...
I heard that was your favorite map.
Did you really just do that to me? Instant regret brain. No, I'm just kidding. We are headed to the Shire of Dragons.
Oof, that's an interesting one too.
I love this map.
This is where teens become men. Is that the same? Or ladies, I guess. But this is a map full of rotation timings and communication that can really make or break a team.
It absolutely stresses out your shot caller. Because no matter what your draft, winds up happening, whether it's, some globals or maybe you've got a little bit of like a camp invade, some sort of team fight comp, like everything is just tools, and you have to manage all of those tools through what is usually a very long game on Dragonshire, unless it all goes to pieces early. This is a tough one, man. This is a map that I actually think maybe outside of Braxis had the most bans in my games here in season number 5. I don't know what actually got removed for your game, Snag. I think you did more than I did for sure.
Most of the time it's Braxis and Volskaya for all the games that I play. I think people just ban out the maps that nobody plays anyways, so I'm not really sure why they ban them. I guess they just don't want to have that one slight fear that somebody might pick it. Jeez. But most of the time it was Braxis and Volskaya. Which Volskaya just like, honestly, I feel like it's kind of Infernal Shrines like. I don't know why people hate on Volskaya so much. Probably they feel like a little snowbally with the first Punisher.
I think what wound up happening is on Volskaya is I think that there were just a number of people that just hated the map when it like first came out.
Yeah. And
I think if you were just on a team that just did not like or enjoy Volskaya Foundry, you might have just been behind. I honestly think for HGC, I think it was maybe like the second most popular map for a majority of this phase. NA loved the map. I think the higher level teams, I do believe, played it a ton.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think it got a fair amount of plays at every level, quite honestly.
It's just not the same level as Braxis, though. I think the top map for NGS is still definitely Towers and Infernal Shrines.
Towers, yes. I get more Towers Infernal doubles than anything else.
Yep.
I'm trying to think what else. Tomb is a really fun map. Tomb is always a really good time to call a game on. All right, we get everybody in here. I'm trying to think what actually was kind of popular this season. Like Battlefield fell off. Mm-hmm. That went away.
I mean, nobody likes 2-lane maps.
Because they're just it's cheese. Everybody's just afraid of cheese.
Yeah. Battlefield has a little bit better than Braxis, but
Braxis is like it's a rotate map now if you play it the right way. But I understand the fear. All right, everybody's ready, man. Game number 3, Dragonshire. Listen, pocket picks here on D-Shire. What do you like on this map?
Well, you're rallying that solo lane is always good for being able to clear lanes and jump off and on that top shrine. But seeing as how they've already played a Alarak and a Kel'Thuzad, it's hard to tell what their pocket pick wants to be. They like to do those flashy players. Yeah, no Brightwing.
That's correct, no Brightwing. Still, that bug will get fixed actually when the patch does wind up getting put out to full release.
Yep.
Is that Alex, man?
Really do not want going against that dragon farm.
This is the first time that Minion miners have had first pick. So
that's true.
When you have a ban that you feel like you need to use that is outside of the prescribed meta and outside the prescribed first bans, like this Alex, it actually, when you're first picking, should be a boost. You should be able to get a free top tier hero if you play this draft right. So right now, Kerrigan and Asmodan, just ban something else.
Yeah, the problem, like, yeah, you were saying before
There's a
about
carry
getting one of those top tier heroes, but it comes down to really what these teams of the variable is, what do they consider as one of the
Yes.
top tiers? Like, do they play the Mephisto? Do they play the Azmodan? Do they play that Diablo that's so fearful, or Genji? You know, because it's very possible that Diablo's left open here now, which is, I would say, it's probably not his best map, but he's still strong, like we talked about before. He's strong no matter what.
I don't think he has a bad map. I really don't.
Yeah.
Like I said, you just like there's just situations that we were sitting down, we were talking about this. Like, is there ever a time in which you just don't want to just rip a Diablo on first pick if somebody says you have to pick a tank?
Yeah, I mean,
See, but
as a tank player, I would say probably no.
Asmo. See, Asmo's out there now.
Yep.
They take the
But they picked the
Tyrande.
Tyrande this time. Yeah. Yeah, that provides them a little more hunter's mark.
Dahaka has a very high priority here. Genji has looked successful in both games. Not, I mean, really not so much in the second game, but I don't think the Genji
He
was
still
the
was
problem.
scary.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the Genji was the problem in that game.
Oh, I got a friend request.
Who is the underdog, says Maxazillion. Technically, it is Minion Miners.
I'm gonna take
Give
this.
the D shield is number 2.
Shout out to Cawthon. Sorry, chat. There's the Dahaka. But we get the Grey Mundo. Did not see that this early.
Yeah, that's quite surprising, actually. Maybe they... Diablo's off the table, so I'm not sure if they're looking for a bullet. They don't know what tank they're going against. I mean, go for the throat is always susceptible to any backliners.
Yeah. Wow.
Greymane into Genji is actually a favorable trade for Greymane, so... Once again, kind of working out for D-Shield with the early pick.
Well, yes, but at the same time, this looks like... This is a setup for...
It's a reset.
This is a Johanna setup for sure.
Yeah.
Either pick or ban the Johanna here because...
Blessed Shield reset with Tyrande. Yeah.
Yes,
and
and just a pure wave clear. I mean, anytime you go with the double reset comp, like, you want Johanna. The backup should be Arthas. I don't know if they play it, though. Let's see what the ban is.
Ooh, I'd actually really like an Arthas pick on their solo laner. Arthas with against the Greymane Dahaka. It's actually pretty money.
Arthas and Johanna fill similar functions. Good wave clear, zoning potential, you know, front line that you just can't sort of walk around. Arthas is actually a bigger nightmare for Greymane than Johanna.
Yep, 100%. That auto attack slow makes his wolf form pretty much useless.
Kelp
Get
is-
rid of the Kelp is out of respect.
All right, hey, that's listen.
But there's still other rock.
I'll take it. Monk's Blood, thank you for the follow, brother. Much appreciated.
Resper.
Dibeontego keeps throwing bits out for the miners. I think it helped in last game, man. Wink, wink. There's the Joe. See, because the problem here is if you go with the Murden struggles to get past Johanna, and again, no clear. You'll have
they have
you'll
a
have
white
no
man
clamp, you'll have no camp ability.
Take the Decker.
Yep.
Going for that. I'd imagine would probably be sleep here to try to stop Genji from doing stuff. I don't think Lornado with those backliners is going to get as much value.
No, the only thing it would provide would be like frontline isolation.
Yeah.
But even that, given that you're usually in a sort of wide lane here on Dragon Char, it's not. I would go stay a while, but we'll see. The Dahaka, the Greymane, it could do. Give me the D-Show could do anything. Like Falstad is actually he's still on the board here, even with the Genji.
Garrosh, okay. And the Ragnaros.
Rag, a baby Rag. What a cutie. I thought the Garrosh could have been an option there for Give Me the D-Shield. I thought maybe that's why they went with the Greymane early. We get a Gary.
Oof, there's a Mephisto. Now, I haven't played too much against Mephisto because I always ban him because I hate that hero so much so far. I'm not actually sure how Mephisto does against Genji.
Terribly.
Is it bad? Because I feel like with the teleport and the shields that he has, like if he dashes onto you, then Mephisto just teleports away and gets shield from other people and then comes back to his location.
No, because with Genji, you just want to hold deflect and then just walk into the W.
I guess. So
Like-
doesn't that give him shield?
I mean, he's gonna get it anyway, probably.
Yeah. But I know it's fun into Garrosh because Garrosh is like, oh, he teleports into me, but if I throw him, it doesn't matter.
Right.
So I have to hope to walk to his little shade location, which is a pain in the butt for a Garrosh, especially walking into a Greymane.
With Genji, you can just because of deflect into consume souls, and deflect just into the W in general. You can take the cooldown reduction too on Genji, really almost like regardless of map there at level 7. Forget the name of the talent exactly, but Genji does because he just sticks to Mephisto.
Yeah.
Really, really well. Genji Tracer. I mean, go figure, high mobility Overwatch heroes.
Who
But
would've
we'll see.
thought?
I mean, listen, it's still a skill play.
Yeah.
All right. Veteran Wings is going to be playing that Mephisto. Samwise on the Greymane. Dr. Shelley on the Johanna. Bashing on the Dahaka. And Pandemona sliding on over to the Deckard Cane.
Oh, is that everybody?
That is.
On the right-hand side, Minion Miners. Sir Mac and Cheese once again on that Li Ming. Wesgra this time on the Tyrande. Himibo on that Genji. Kothin on the Garrosh. And Kobo on that Baby Rag.
This is always a weird one. I like that it's Ragnaros. Given that he doesn't have to deal with the Genji. That's nice.
Yeah, definitely. There's not too much scary rotation. I mean, Greymane coming up to a Rag can be pretty scary. Especially if the time it out with the Dahaka tongue. But Deckard, though.
See, so now, you know, once the teleport comes through on Mephisto, we got to see if Minion Miners can apply enough pressure. They're going to be behind in the rotation game just because of, you know, the Deckard as well as the Johanna up at the front.
And Greymane. Greymane's got a lot of wave clear, too.
I assume they're
But
going
they also didn't have Rag with them,
Yes.
which is a big deal.
I assume,
helped with their-
just given, you know, the way that Gimme the D-Shield has played the first couple games, they want to use Wings to be scary, and then they'll probably wind up using Greymane just to clean up camps once they wind up getting a rotation advantage, which they are well on their way to starting.
Yeah, I like
There he
Himibo.
goes.
Make sure he doesn't need to be in the wave clear, so he's probably gonna be doing a lot more poke from the bushes there. Just waiting for him to use his deflect on that.
By the way, teams, every time a Greymane is not on your map, he's taking a camp.
Yep. Garrosh actually going for the throw range as opposed to the stun cooldown. I've seen that a lot more in the, you know, in like the normal NGS games. I'm still not really sure why, because
I like to pair it up with the shield at 13. There's a throw. It's actually on the Johanna. Cothin's got a long way to go.
The throw range doesn't really matter because you can always hit the combo. Cothin's actually gonna be in trouble here. Well, there's a tongue coming out.
Got
there.
it.
Full 5, man.
Oh, Himibo went in. Does have to jump over.
I really like that invade coming in for D Shield, but since they had the Dahaka utilizing that global, that gives them 2 giants right off the bat. Since they already had Greymane take the first giant.
And going into a double reset comp, it's tough to come back. Especially
Yeah,
with
it's definitely a
others.
win more.
Kobo up top hasn't really been able to push the lane out too hard. Tough for Rag in the early game. He's a late game hero.
And he's going for the shifting meteor quest as well. He's not going for that Q
Meatball.
quest. Yep.
They can apply some pressure to the Mephisto when he shows up on the teleport
D
out.
Shield is all about these camps.
Listen, you got a Grey Mundo. You got to feed the
Yeah.
Doge.
Yep, you got all that wave clear. Gotta use it. And knowing that the rest of his members are down below here, Dr. Chelly's just sitting on the point. It's like he's not scared at all. He knows he's gonna have people with him eventually, and Genji sitting in mid lane.
See the scroll connects, unstoppable there. Good play by Cothin. Listen, again, anytime Greymane is not on the minimap, he is camping. Dahaka will have the better of Ragnaros in the top lane. Did back though.
Throwing that mage minion.
Keep an
Yeah,
eye.
but backing for Dahaka is like, okay, I'll just get my full health and come back to the lane right away.
Cothin does not have Indomitable, and also Tyrande got caught in the root there. Veteran Wings steps up, actually gets the...
No, they're not gonna follow up on this. Oh, I was about to say that should have been a free kill. There you go. So that's one usefulness. Nice run away from that tongue from bashing.
Greymane goes down in mid. 1-1. Another trade for Minion Miners, although I don't think they feel very good about losing this fort in the bottom. It was a good play by Cothin to shake Wings off.
The D Shield is basically saying it's early dragon. We're probably not going to get it unless we get a kill right away, and they're just going to push.
Cothin actually walked past Mephisto to get on the point there. I thought he might have had a throw spot.
Yeah, unfortunately, the wave clear is just not there for Minion Miners as much, so they're being really punished having to force their Genji into a lane, having to force their Rag somewhere else, and multiple rotations. So they're not able to really utilize this double reset.
Samwise in mid there on the Greymane. Both teams about a half a level away from level 7. Slight advantage for the shield, given that they took out a number of structures in the bot lane, including the always important well. Wings is going to get a lot of value out of that. Big lightning ring on Mac of Cheese.
The Greymane is just able to rotate much faster than this Genji. On immediately going to the camps. I mean, they're playing the map perfectly for their comp.
Give me the D-Shield. I think they know that they have just so much control pre-10 that they're not under pressure to go grab a dragon. They could use Greymane here, and the small incremental advantages they get in the rotation game, especially with the Johanna at the front line and the wave clear that they have afforded themselves. They can just use that to just go right to level 10.
I hope Minion Miners learns from their mistakes.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Still got a little while to go, and Samwise actually backed off.
Yeah, I was going to say here, because I hope they don't try to take this giant camp, knowing that they have Dahaka in that top lane that can burrow in at any time. And that's going to be the downside of Minion Miners pretty much this whole time. But anytime they take a camp, it's going to be pretty much almost at a disadvantage. Running at this camp, the fort, though.
Dr. Shelley stepping up. They want it. This is a key to
Oh,
them
he
getting
went.
level 10.
I was about to say, he's just running up there. I think, okay, it makes more sense that he got disconnected.
Almost the second time that Pandemona has had to back up.
Better internet, man. Yeah, because I was like, I would probably would have been pretty pissed at that one with that bot just running at that fort.
Yes.
He still might die from this.
Pandemona's on the Tyrande, and unfortunately the Tyrande AI felt like taking a walk, and old girl just in the first game, even though they did
that was on that boss, right?
Yeah, actually walked in and grabbed the boss. All right, we got our R's. I will count us in shortly. We'll keep an eye on the scroll of sealing. Pandemona.
He will get away.
Oh, maybe
Nope,
not.
not what that Toronto's done.
Listen, it's kind of a cheap kill. Just take it.
Hey, I mean, it's his fault for having bad internet.
Cawthon actually threw a minion over the wall there.
Screw that minion,
Playing catch with Genji.
Dismounted the Genji.
Did
so he
give it,
couldn't-
yes. Also gave up the positioning there. Greymane going in on Soraka Cheese, needs one more auto attack and finds it. Li Ming goes down. Wings moving in on Wezgra.
That
Samwise
actually,
needs
that
another
dismount
auto.
on Genji might have messed them up because he was not there for that any of that.
No, they were
And
trying
he would
to.
have been able to capitalize on that Greymane a lot faster.
Yes, they were trying to set up, a little gameplay there with Genji coming up over the top.
Yeah.
Then they show him, and they have to trade 2 for 1 out. Greymane does go down. Pandemona is back on the cane. Got a burrow up top.
And with the 2 kills there, this might be their first chance at actually grabbing the dragon.
Oh, good tongue, Kobo.
I think Bastion wins this every time.
This is actually a dead.
Oh.
Oh, I thought Feeding Frenzy was going to be enough. Okay, Bastion holds it.
Yep.
In fact, Wings was moving up top trying to find a free kill. Silver linings here for Minion Miners that Himibo and that Genji can really prevent anybody from channeling this point.
Yeah.
Not enough engaged to kill a Genji per se, although they've had success with other heroes. Iron Skin coming through Electric Shelly. Winterfeller's a little late. Bashing
But
has-
like I think we said before, I don't think D-Shield cares about the dragon. They have been able to get more value outside of the dragon than they probably would with the dragon.
Look at how they time this. They get level 10. They get the 10 advantage. They get the dragon. They actually force Kobo to pop the early rag trait, and now they get to move into bottom lane.
A lot longer of a runaway, but they're basically just running away from that Molten Core. Make sure they're not taking too much damage.
Cawthon actually used throw there. I don't think they can pick up a keep. In fact, they do just take this dragon. And, I don't know, take a little walk through the garden onto the backside. Cawthon
This
gets thrown out.
Mephisto, basically it's just a wormhole Zeratul. Walks in, does his combo, leaves. Big sleep coming out.
A Blessed Shield to start things off, but just not enough
No
damage.
follow-up.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're a little scared. Oh, maybe it's because of that lava.
But
Wave. There's a
there's the
Consumed
Mephisto.
Souls. A lot of low bodies, but Li Ming actually gets the first kill. The dragon about to go down. Bashing will be repelled away by Wave of Force, and Greymane is the only kill there. They played that really passively, the setup for Consumed Souls.
Yeah, they were just trying to poke, it seemed like, for the most part. So, and then try to get like a 5-man combo with it. I'm actually quite surprised the Li Ming actually went Charge Blast instead of the self-heal with going against a Greymane and a Mephisto. Making sure she can trying to get some extra damage in there for those follow-up kills and resets.
And then
Nice
Himibo
rotation
discovers
for miners.
this. Wing steps up,
Oh.
takes a good bit of damage. There's a scroll of sealing. The point cannot be grabbed, but we do have now a 5v3. Here's Cawthon. Can we get
This
a
is
taunt?
all in this choke
He got-
point.
Wow, he actually ate the Dahaka tongue. Look at the follow-up. Greymane picks up a kill. Himibo's low. The taunt comes through. Cawthon sacrifices himself. Genji trying to run away. Mac Cheese poking. Samwise needs one auto on Genji. Missed the cocktail. Garrosh finally goes down. Wow. Okay, Himi just swoops right out of there.
Yeah, walking into that choke point was not the best for Minion Miners. They came out of there feeling pretty hurt.
It was a huge play. Huge play by Bashing. I think as soon as Dahaka came through on the burrow, Wings going over the wall. I
Yeah.
think Dahaka immediately grabbed Garrosh and stop the taunt. If
Yep.
Cawthon hits that taunt, that's trouble.
And Samwise jumping in on these Deckard roots, but pays for that one. Nice pickup from Minion Miners, knowing that he dove in without any minions and the rest of the team ran away. Getting at least 1 kill.
He's been an auto attack off of 2 or 3 kills now. Close.
Yep.
Not quite there.
Yeah. Look, Ragnaros is 4 away from his meatball quest, so he'll be able to redirect that and blow it up. In the later stages, they'll do some little bit of poke damage on that Mephisto on the back line. That'll help out. Greymane getting his Wisen Duelist for that death, though.
Reg is such a late game hero.
He is. I mean, he's just nothing but delay until we can try to get some late game picks, and then he does start doing some damage. But they're looking at this Dahaka. One thing about going against a global comp is you just run to the global, and it becomes useless.
I learned this actually today, earlier in a team league game.
Oh,
There's the taunt.
nice taunt.
And there's the lava wave bottom. We'll keep an eye on this lava wave, so it removes that. Doesn't do a lot of merc damage.
Yeah, but it stops them from being able to push into those towers with those free minions there.
Samwise with another camp pickup. Greymane going for the old headhunter. The merc medal. We do get 13s. Taking a peek at these talents. Again, nothing really out of the ordinary. I'm interested in the Mephisto build. At 13, we go with the Skull Missile for added spell power on top of Malicious Intent. Consume Souls hurts, and it's going to hurt a lot more now with, what, 40% spell power on top of that.
This is going to be the weird mid game for both teams, where the dragon's up, but now everybody's alive. So how do they play these rotations?
Just like
on
this.
either side.
Kobo
stepping up. He's able to walk away. Nice.
I didn't think he was getting out of there.
Yeah, but that means they saw 3 top. Maybe we're going to see a pretty aggressiveness in this mid lane here. Okay, bait out the Unstoppable, but now they know Joanna does not have that.
Dragonshire from like 10 to 16 is just a question of who makes a mistake.
Yep.
Because everybody, you know...
They just run to the bashing.
Samwise
What a
gets
dodge
out.
from Samwise.
Are they thinking about bashing again? Cawthon's a little bit late there on the Garrosh. We now have 5v5 in the top lane, because why not?
This is going to be a fiesta pretty quickly. Samwise, though,
Watch Pandemonium
over,
over the wall. I was looking for maybe the engage with a stay a while. I think some better of it. Scroll the ceiling.
They just saw Greymane bot, or mid.
There's Iron Skin from Johanna. Wings goes in. Look at Cawthon. Finally
nice
gets
taunt
the
for the
taunt.
follow-up.
I don't know if there's enough damage there. Lunar Flare was late. Scroll of Ceiling to disengage. Top is being controlled by the members of Minion Miners as Greymane has moved into the bottom lane. Oh, this could be it for Dr. Chelly. Johanna finally goes down.
Yeah, I mean, they saw Greymane rotate down. I mean, it's smart for minions to just be aggressive as much as possible there. Get that taunt. Just try to get as many flips as possible. I mean, if you keep flipping Joanna, your cooldown is going to be shorter than her trait. Eventually, you'll kill her.
I'm surprised that the D-Shield actually stuck around that long. Here's their mac
I
of
was
cheese
surprised
as
too.
well. This is all on the first orb, and it does hit Wings. He's got to be careful now. Kobo actually stepping up.
There's
That's a
a
weird...
3v3 with no healer.
Stay a while and listen, but Kobo's still on Deckard Cain. The sleep. He gets silenced. Keep an eye on Cawthon here. Needs to make a play. Gets the stun. Kobo walks out. Wave of Force. We see Lava Wave come through as well. There's the taunt by Cawthon. Wings is a little low.
There's no healer up here. Oh no, Kobo's going to die to the Greymane.
Consume Souls
Double kill.
on Li Ming. And that
Yeah.
also got wrecked.
They get 1 kill, give up 2 more. The Haka with a nice burrow bot to try to secure this dragon. But they leave the top shrine, so they're just going to retake that top one. Or not.
Dr.
Nice
Shell is on the
re-engage here.
backside. Yep. Watch for the Blessed Shield.
Probably going to wait for the cooldowns of Veteran Wings.
There's Iron Skin. It's actually 3v3. Greymane is going to take a little while to get up. Keep an eye on Samwise here. Scroll misses. Good Shadow Stuck by Westra. Movement speed getting everybody on out of there. Could be a little bit of trouble for Himmy. Jumps over the wall.
Like Bastion just sitting in the mid, waiting to take that camp. Genji's going to be here for the interrupt. But does he get the tongue? Okay.
No.
Goes for it.
But he does get the flip. Stun follow
see, that
up
was-
miss. There's Trait. Here's Samwise. He's looking for Tyrande.
The ISO. That's a dead Genji.
Indomitable being used, trying to get Garrosh out of there. There's no fort behind him. There's Rag with the Trait. Doesn't get the delay. We'll be able to shell away a little bit at the dragon. This it's going to be very difficult to get a keep here just because the wave has not been pushed up. Rag's getting a little bit of chip damage, but not a ton. And this is only a 14... Actually, technically, it's
Throw that guy away.
It's a 13-minute dragon. Cawthon's got to get behind this wall.
So that's taunt available. What's this? Oh, trait. Not trait. What's that thing
Indomitable?
called? Unstoppable.
The Unstoppable?
There you go.
Yeah. Alright, he's on.
They do get, I think they still get keep here. Dragon will start chunking.
Just no wall. Greymane on a keep. Yeah, that's actually going to do it. That was way off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, what a sleep. Followed up with a taunt trying to save himself.
Taunt
This
goes
might
down. I think actually.
Oh my god,
the
that
lava
lava
wave!
wave.
Oh my god, Ragnaros!
The dream.
Dr. Shelley looking for the turnaround. Kobo, Sir Mac and Cheese, and Himbo are low. Decker gets blown up.
But Veteran can still kill all of these guys. He has his ultimate in 2. He finishes
Just
this.
use it right now. Himbo doesn't have deflect.
It doesn't kill him! 4 for 4. What a bloodbath.
Clip, please. And it's only Doc and Genji. He lived with 70 hit points on Consumed Souls.
That
was fun.
I mean,
12-11.
it wasn't a loss.
Hey, we got a bloodbath here. We're approaching the old 25 kill marker, which is just a sign of
damage. Mephisto sitting at 51. Leeming's at 55.
It's always a sign of a good time when you can get to 25 kills. I mean, somebody did something right.
Everybody just wants to brawl. Which nothing bad about that. Sometimes.
All right.
Except that this might not be the brawl mode. I don't know. Might be NGS.
Minion miners will move to pick up a bruiser camp. Top lane's actually doing pretty well for them. They still have a wall up there. And on the flip side, it is not there for Gimme the D shield. But that's a tough advantage to really work at this point in the game.
Yeah, it's hard to go into that anywhere near that lane, especially against the Mephisto.
I like this invade though.
As long as they don't show, I think they would have been better for them to show.
Oh, Greymane, get the taunt, got it. Great disengage. Pandemonium at the back on the Decker Kane with a sleep. Affects Garrosh, who's actually invis. Cawthon now long way to go, bashing in on the backside. There's a big dark swarm. Flare comes through. Dahaka in trouble, has to use the burrow to get on out. Cawthon low, goes down to go for the throat. The follow-up's there from Ragnaros. Hemibo X strike and then swifts out. Bashing, trying to chase down Wesker. Misses the drag. There's a disengage from Tyrande. 2 kills for none. I thought they had to make that invade because I don't know what the play was going to be pre-20. And once you get
they also
Dahaka
the invade. I think they like sit in a bush. They try to get I mean, they have a taunt, they have a Garrosh throw, and they have a reset. I think the play there was to sit in one of these bushes, wait for somebody to step up, and just delete them.
The first ability that I saw was Lunar Flare actually on the camp, and you're not going to win a lot of team fights with Tyrande if you don't have Lunar Flare available.
Agreed. But I feel like I'm going to have to give some credit here to Pandemonium. I think that level 13 Ancient Blessings just dominated that team fight.
It's a good talent.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it's not bad. You might want to nerf that. Again.
As long as that talent exists, I feel like it's always going to be the pick. But in that choke point, once you saw it pop, and everybody just started getting chunked from Minion Miners.
D-Shield actually not making the move at 20. It's going to take a little while for Greymane to get down. There's the Lava Wave. Maybe they're baiting
There's
that
still
out
one core available.
I think they're just trying to bait the MC out.
Yeah.
But you could still get a lot of damage on the core.
But they have level 20.
There's a kick on Garrosh. Now they step up for the wall. Rag is in bot lane. I like this. Kobo not showing anything. Just trying to get a little bit of wave clear so that they don't have Caddis pushing.
Yeah, because he can take any of these forts. It's not going to be worth it for him to take mid fort because he'll die too quick. He's probably going to be taking this bottom fort.
Can't get collapsed here. Scroll of Ceiling misses. Costin with the flip in there. There's the X strike on top of the Garrosh
in the fort now.
Wrecking Ball.
Oh, he actually is going to go for that fort.
And
that was not.
That was a little aggressive. Kobo trying to get out of there. He's got a little bit of self-healing on the Q from Rag, but that's not going to do it. Sulfurous, not enough. Tyrande goes down. Coffin goes down. I don't know why he didn't just jump on the other keep.
I agree. That's what I was saying the whole time.
I thought he almost had a really cool play. Dr. Shelley shows off the shield. Gimme the D. Shield. I'm going to pick up game number 3.
To be fair, 12, I mean, like, before that final kill there, that final team fight, it was even on kills. It was 11 to 12. I mean, it was not one-sided. Even though the structures say otherwise, it just happened to where the team fights went into D-Shield's favor where they could take the objective, and they did work.
Draft questions sort of abound in these, just a little bit, and I mean the Dahaka made a big impact. Tough game for Rag, tough game for Garrosh too.
Yeah,
double resets.
I really like, even with the Rag, I still like Minion Miners draft on this. They just need to have a little bit more synergy with the Garrosh Tyrande on when they're doing their abilities. You know, sometimes like I say a lot to people when they're asking for tips and stuff like that is just because you have an ability doesn't mean you have to hit it right on CD. I think that was probably the biggest component for this fight, for this game for Minion Miners is just be a little bit more conservative with your ability timings and get those combos down.
All right, we'll move into a lobby, flash some talents a little bit, see if anybody wants up showing up. Yeah, it's tough too because if you buy into double reset, you need an aggressive tank. Because you're not going to be able to grab camps, and you gave up the Greymane, they needed somebody for the invade. It was just tough for Garrus to really get to go deep, if you will.
Yeah, it was. But like we've said before, it's kind of get that counter engage. Once they jump on you, Greymane can die if Greymane jumps on you. But I think we'll just talk to the other team how they felt about the game.
I think we will. I think we will see what these fine gentlemen have to say. We are about to be joined by Bashing and Dr. Shelley. Gents, congratulations. You move on to the C East Finals with a 3-game victory over Minion Miners. Your thoughts on this set?
It was rough. It was kind of annoying at the second game. And we were like, what do we do? And we kind of was like, it's something race. Let's throw it together. But it worked out in the final map. We're pretty comfortable in that, and we pretty much we're like we know what we play and we know how exactly how to play it.
Dragon Shark kind of came out of nowhere. I thought it was left up there in the bans, and usually veteran teams can go to maps like Sky Temple and Dragon Shark, so it looked pretty good. But I don't know. Let's rewind it. Game number 1 looks nice and clean and pretty darn easy. The Kel'Thuzad seemed to throw them off quite a bit. I'm trying to think. In that first game, you picked up 3 objectives in a row. Did you start to feel the momentum build there? Were you guys looking for the late game more than the early?
No, we were kind of just like as soon as we see an advantage, we'll just take it, and we know that our comp does well in the late game, but we felt like we can go into early 10s and just push our advantage even more. We don't usually have games that go that long.
Talk of the real aggro player.
I mean, they put up a pretty good fight. Game number 2, you went with the Artanas Alarak combo. That one didn't quite work out for you guys. And actually, and this was like a trend that I saw throughout the series. It kind of seemed like in the second 2 games, everybody was just fighting over these team fight kill comps, and they didn't quite work out. What do you think went wrong for you guys in game number 2?
I think the Alarak was a pick for so you could push into the stuns on the Immortal, but it left us without a lot of ways to an opposing enemy Immortal attacking us. So it got us caught out there late game, which eventually led to the win. We probably could have defended if the 2 tanks don't get caught out right at the end on that keep. But yeah, I think we were lacking some range damage and just overall that we weren't really polished on that comp.
Okay.
We didn't play to our full potential, and the Minion Miners put up a good fight.
Right on. Snag, any questions about the first 2 games there before we move on to 3?
For game 1, obviously it showed that you guys looked very clean with your combos. I mean, once the Kel'Thuzad got any pick, followed closely by ETC slide and Toronto stun. When you guys are doing your practices, is that usually what you guys go for? You guys like to go for those little mini wombo combos that may not be ultimates, but just individual skills?
All the time. That's pretty much the core of our practice. We favor that just because it's more reliable than a wombo combo. I mean, yeah, the wombo combo is going to work, but then you have to wait 60, 90 seconds for it to happen again.
Yeah. When I get the 20, what's the cooldown on Shadowfisher? Is that 20 seconds or something
16.
16? Good God.
Yeah. It's the only ultimate that's a weird ass time to have an ultimate timing, as opposed to the new jugs that are coming out on Wednesday.
Oh my God. That's a funny cooldown. Yeah. Okay, you split the first 2 games. In between games, did you guys feel like you had to make an adjustment, or was it still just stay the course there?
We felt like we had to make an adjustment. It was kind of like we needed to go back and figure out, okay, what are we trying to do, and how are we going to execute it, and what is our win condition? And after we went and reevaluated basically what was our faults from the second game, we were like, okay, cool. So Wings was like, oh, I forgot, I could have played Mephisto. And I'm like, dude.
Dude.
He's had so few games that it's almost like teams like forgot, and also because of like the massive nerfs, like no one knows what this hero does.
Apparently, Wings kind of figured it out. I mean, he's kind of a monster, but he's a monster you throw him anything on, really. Not to,
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Game number 2. I mean, Wings looks scary on that. I think he hit 3-man combo silences at least 4 times throughout that game, which feels really bad that you still lost, but dang, he was scary.
Those are big plays. The Mephisto in Game 3 looked really good. I mean, it's a veteran map. I actually think you guys really worked the draft very well. You think you might have caught him with it? I think that the double reset comp was relying on picking up Johanna. Did you feel that way in draft? Were you always going to go for the Joe there, or did you feel like you took it away from them?
The Joe, I actually scouted them a little bit, and they seemed to favor Joe. So I took it away from them, and I really enjoy playing Johanna on those wave clear maps like Tomb and Dragonshire, where you can move back and forth, and you enforce the rotation.
Yeah.
So like I said, a win-win for you then.
Yeah, it felt like you're looking at a double reset comp, and I think your immediate thoughts are, well, how are you going to clear any waves with that? And I think Johanna was the answer. That was a good pickup there.
I mean Zool, but my team won't let me run Zool anymore.
Why? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, it went poorly the one time we did it, but
Yeah, we're gonna main take Zool. That's a great idea.
It's working out.
Am I getting debated for next week though? Is that what's happening?
I mean, we haven't practiced since we lost with it.
I might be hoping. I don't know.
So we're still mad at Doc for playing that.
Yeah, if I can convince my team to let me do it, I will do it.
You guys
guys, it'll work out. Totally, bro.
Oh my god. All right, hey, let's start working ahead a little bit. Tomorrow night, Square and 4 Triangles, XL Esports. How do you guys think that one's gonna go? And how do you look at what you feel like might be your opponents in the Coast Finals?
I say Square and 4 Triangles. I mean, we played against them and we had a draw, and yeah, they're pretty good.
They've been playing for a long time as well together.
The college squad, actually. I think I'm gonna catch them. I'm gonna catch them actually on the weekend. Shout out to those guys. We'll talk a little bit about that.
Oh, good. Just more scouting material, eh?
Well, I can hide the link. All right. So that. Oh man, I think that does it for me. Snag, you got anything else for these gents?
No, I'm good.
That was a fun series. I was really happy to get. Some really neat comps. I was very happy to get 3 games.
Yeah, it's always good to go to game 3.
It's fun. That's what makes the playoffs cool. Like things like Kel'Thuzad, Alarak, and Mephisto in back-to-back games. All right, Bashing, Dr. Shelley, your turn. Your shoutouts.
Doc, you go.
All right. I got a shout out to Jonah over in Germany because that's my shout out, and shout out to my team. Shout out to you guys for casting. It was a fun game, and I'll be watching it later.
Right on. We get that volume.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Let's see. I'll do a shout out to Snag, L5 coach and past Div B captain. Shout out to Professor Bobo. Thanks for casting, man. Your casts are actually really great. I really enjoy them.
I appreciate it.
They are amazing. Bobo's
Hey,
great.
I'm just
Shout out to
listen.
Panda.
Get back in the flow, baby. I'll be here.
Yeah. Shout out to Panda for setting things up and dealing with all our stress. Sorry. And shout out to Samwise holding it down. Rip Grayman. And that's it.
All right, guys. Good luck. The members of Gimme the D Shield, one of the better names in all of NGS. Moving on in season number 5. They are the first team to qualify for the Div C East Coast Final. Cheers and good luck, guys. We'll catch you next week.
Thank you. Good night.
Okay, so that will close us out for this 3-game set. Snag, thank you for jumping in, man.
Yeah.
Much
Actually, I don't
appreciated.
think I've casted with you yet in the last 2 seasons of NGS. So that's fun.
I wasn't anybody in last season. I was just a guy who did games. Dude, where
You
do
casted all last season? I thought you did.
I did. Well, yeah, you don't just get to be headcaster by doing nothing.
Yeah, that's yeah,
I hustled.
thought so.
I hustled. And then I got really lazy this season with my casting. Okay, Snag, where can everybody in the chat catch you? Do you have any more games this week?
I think I will probably be picking up the Regen Black versus Offensive Gaming Heroic Div on Friday.
Right on.
Since Murda picked up the game last night. And you can see that over at twitch.tv/snaginunez5. So shenanigans backwards 5.
Find it on the Discord, folks.
That too. It's probably a little easier. But past that, and my team will be playing on Thursday at 10:30 for our Div B semifinals, which should be a good game. And that's gonna be streamed by Bahamut and One Man, a Mega Man.
Nice.
One man, a Mega Man.
One
fan.
Mega Man.
One
Yeah.
Mega Man fan.
Is it that? I like that little casting duo. Good.
Yep.
Hope that those guys are going to do a good job. It'll be good to have Bahamut back after dealing with getting Ajit.
Internet issues.
Yeah, he got Ajit pied for a couple of weeks. Okay, that does it for us. There are no more casts out there right now. I don't think anybody is casting in HOTS. Yeah, no, I got nothing. All right, so that's gonna do it for us. We're gonna send everybody out into the big wide world. I mean, listen, maybe it's early on the West Coast, it's late on the East Coast. Have yourselves a good night, everybody. Shout out to Snag for jumping in here on the CodeCast, man. Much appreciated.
I enjoy being here, man. It was fun.
All right.
We'll have to do it more often.
That is going to do it here at the lecture hall. Yeah, we got lots of games of cast coming up soon. Fact, I will be back Friday night. I got the Storm Div. I got TNC versus FWC. It's a rematch from last year's Heroic Div semifinals. Mitball and the boys looking for blood. McNulty looking to make me shut up. And they can do it. Sunday, we get a little bit of test, but college dorm. It's like preseason for them, so there's like a fall bracket. And actually, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get Longhorn Gaming and a square and four triangles. I think I get something like that cool matchup.
Nice.
It's gonna
Man,
be
where's
awesome.
my viewers on Friday if you're going at the same time?
Nice. Well, we'll see. Whatever, dude. Whoever gets game 3 goes through them. Gets the raid chain, guaranteed.
All right, man.
Cheers.
It's been fun.
Yes. Good night, everybody.
Good night.